Let's deal with the Peter Obi issue first.
But do you believe him?
Why should I believe him? Why?
Yo, what up guys? So we're still going to talk about Peter Obi on today's video, and on the previous video I spoke about Peter Obi coming out to say that he is having the intention to run for just one term, which is 4 years and one tenure, and because of this particular statement, there have been a lot of comments from fellow politicians, from Nigerians, and everybody have been saying a lot of things about what Peter Obi said about coming out for one tenure. But I really feel like that is his opinion, guys. That's actually what he wants to do. But everybody actually have a stand to their own opinion, right? And I'm also going to be showing you a couple of persons who had some other things to say about Peter Obi after he made this statement, in the likes of Mr. Reuben Abati, the likes of BKO, the likes of JKB. I'm going to be showing you them and what they had to say about what Peter Obi said about coming for one term. But before I do so, I'm also going to be reading Peter Obi's comments concerning the Tigers and their new win, and of course the comments he had after he said what he had to say, guys. So if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to drop your comments in the comment section below. Mission V accomplished. Congratulations, the Tigers. You did it. You played like true queens of the courts, fearless, fast and unstoppable. Again, you've made Nigeria proud. You've made Africa proud. You've made history by being the Afro-Basket champions 5 times in a row. To the players, thank you for giving us your absolute best. For pouring your heart into every game and for showing the world what Nigerian excellence looks like. Your progress on the court was exceptional. And to Coach Wakama, thank you for your leadership, strategy and belief in the team. You guided them like a true champion maker. Congratulations, Queen. At the Tigers, you are indomitable. PO. So guys, this was what Peter Obi had to say to the Tigers after coming out as the Afro basketball champions. Again, guys, normally, when Peter Obi says something, there's a lot of people that would always have something to say about it, good or bad. So I'm going to be reading out some comments of what some people had to say about Peter Obi's comments to the Tigers, guys. Now, this person said, Oga, go commend the government. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Without the government's full support and all, you think that was gonna be achievable? Another person came up and said, never forget that Peter Obi will remain a social media commentator and will not near presidency, even if he promises to be president for 1 hour. Wow. Now another person said, you are the greatest politician to ever walk this earth, home and abroad. Now this person said, shall not appear for any match again, either football, basketball or any other sport. Don't cause unnecessary distraction like the one you caused the last time. And this other person came up and said, Nigerians keep making the country proud globally, but have a president who tops trending stories on drugs and corruption. APC is out to destroy us internally and externally, but with PO, our integrity as a nation will be restored. A new Nigeria is possible. So guys, these were some of the comments that Peter Obi got after congratulating the Tigers for winning again. So guys, I'm still going to ask this question. Do you think if Peter Obi goes to PDP, he stands a better chance of becoming the president of Nigeria? Or if he stays with ADC, the new coalition, he's going to emerge? Because I feel in ADC he's even more threatened because there's still Atiku who's going to be standing also as a president candidate. So what do you think about this in the comment section? I want to know what you think about this. And I also told you that I was going to show you a video. So guys, first of all, I'm going to be showing you what the Arise had to say about this, talking about Mr. Reuben Abati and what he had to say about Peter Obi's comments.
Let's deal with the Peter Obi issue first. I have a report here or a WhatsApp message from Chika Nabuife, Head Media Subcommittee, Anambra South Zona Mega Rally. He used to be my colleague at The Guardian. And he's saying that, look, in our newspaper review this morning, we were saying that Governor Soludo made reference to Mr. Peter Obi, and that it is not true. And that the whole story about serving one term has nothing to do with Mr. Peter Obi, that Governor Soludo was referring to opposition candidates from the Anambra South Zone in the state who are talking about serving only one term. And he says, this has absolutely nothing to do with Mr. Obi. Please set the record straight. But apart from this complaint
Did you mention Anambra?
from Anambra, right?
Oh, okay. During the newspaper review, I don't think we mentioned Anambra.
No, not your review.
Oh, okay.
I think the review
at the beginning of the show.
yours,
I'm with you. I'm sorry. My apologies.
So, this, apart from this from Unabufe, do you think it is possible in Nigerian politics for anybody who becomes president from any zone to promise, oh, I will serve only one term, and people will believe that person? Because these positions are not held only by persons. They are also held by ethnic groups, geographical zones, and all of that. And all of them will come and say, no, this is our turn. And if Mr. Peter Obi becomes president of Nigeria, you think Igbos will agree with him to say, oh, I want to do only one term, when the last time they held the #1 position was since the time of Aguiyi Ironsi?
Very interesting proposition by Mr. Peter Obi there. And then, of course, your question is very, very apt. There's always been this mutual distrust between Nigeria's ethnic groups, especially when it comes to the presidency. But like you have said, if he does come to power, it will be a different ballgame. But don't forget that your former boss, former President Goodluck Jonathan, then as president of Nigeria in 2010, 2011, had proposed a single term of 6 years. Having seen how the presidency is being used like a football to be kicked around the 6 geopolitical zones, he has said that, look, if we want this country to move better and for us to achieve this rotational presidency, I think one term of 6 years will be better. And so that's the context from which I'm saying this proposition by the former Labour Party presidential candidate in 2023. And he's putting his integrity at stake. And, you know, it's like advertising. Peter Obi is pitching to the north and pitching to the rest of the country. But what I want to say is that Nigerians should critically take a look at it. They should give it a huge consideration, considering the challenges that we have right now.
So one quick question, guys. Do you think that Governor Soludo or Professor Soludo doesn't know that he was referring to Peter Obi when he said what he said, or you think he was not referring to Peter Obi? Who do you think he was referring to when he made that statement that he made? And also, I'm also going to be showing you TVC on the likes of BKO and JKB as they also talk about Peter Obi and his statement, guys.
GKB right here, and BK is also right here with us. So, before we went on that break, we talked about Peter Obi has now replied the Anambra State Governor, Soludo. He said that 4 years is sacrosanct. But, BK, talk to me. How realistic is this?
I think the issue, Peter Obi insists that he will do 4 years. Whether people believe him is another thing. You can say you will use 1 year. Will the people believe you?
But do you believe him?
Why should I believe him? Why? Why? You can't use the example. I've heard people use the example of Mandela. But Mandela, reason had to do with age. He felt at that time, no. And don't compare somebody who was in jail for that long.
7 years.
His most productive life was fighting for his people, and then ended up in jail for that long. And it was the will of God that he should become president. President for 4 years. All he wanted to do was just unite his people. He wasn't really keen about the economy and all that. He wanted to unite the Rainbow Nation. And he felt that, yes, at that point, he had achieved his main goal. The country was no longer under apartheid. Even the black-on-black violence had come to an end. That's Buthelezi people killing ANC member. That's a different. In Nigeria, when politicians say they want to spend 4 years, they do not honor their word. They do not honor their word.
The temptation is too much.
Goodluck Jonathan, as much as people hail him for being a gentleman, this was what happened. And it was one reason the North never forgave him. Because they had a caucus meeting that we will support you if you agree to do just 4 years. Why? Because
It's lot.
the North had Yaradua
Yes.
after Obasanjo's 8 years. Yaradua died in office. Goodluck Jonathan completed that term. But they felt, look, if you are talking about the North should have had 8 years like Obasanjo, it shouldn't be Goodluck Jonathan that will still continue
Okay.
to use the time of his
North.
boss. They felt, oh, a Northerner should have completed it. And even some Southerners too at that time, including the then governor of Bayelsa State, Silva, said it will not be fair for us to say Jonathan should continue
Okay.
in 2011. This is the time of the North. Let the North finish their term. But I'll go back to what transpired. There was a caucus meeting of the PDP.
Okay.
Big PDP leaders were in attendance. The North agreed that we will back Jonathan if he does not agree to do
To run again.
more than one term. Shema, the former governor of Katsina State, Ibrahim Shema, was the one who wrote that communique on behalf of.
Okay.
Yes. Shema. People will remember this. That Shema, or is it Shema? I can't remember the pronunciation. It is Shema. But what did we see? We were told that there was no such.
No, it never existed. Agreement.
People like Obasanjo said there was an agreement. Jonathan's people said no, there was no agreement, just because it was not written.
Oh.
But there was a communique after their caucus meeting where they said, we will support you
Okay.
since you have agreed that you will do.
One term.
Until I finished the Yaradua term. Taking 6 years.
One term, yes. But Jonathan still wanted to do 4 more years, which will have put you in office for 10 years.
10 years. Yes.
Because remember
Even Obasanjo,
Yes.
Obasanjo also promised to do 4 years.
When he came 1999.
Yes.
I'm just hearing this for the first time.
Obasanjo agreed to do 4 years.
more like a transitional president from military.
Okay, it's from military to democracy.
Yes. Sunday Awoniyi,
Afolabi.
SM Afolabi, they were part of the meeting. Did Obasanjo do 4 years?
No, he did not. So in short, you don't believe it. But talk to me.
Well, even Peter Gregory Obi himself.
I don't subscribe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The language that the governor of Anambra used, I don't subscribe to say that person's head should be examined or that the person should see a psychiatrist. No, don't go that far. Make the point that you don't believe
that somebody can do one time.
Gregory Peter Obi. Because power is not easy. Why did they have to take power from, why did the military overthrow Gawan? Because Gawan naturally shouldn't have been in office for 9 years.
That long, yeah. Well,
And they saw clearly that there was even no transition in place, which means he was not interested in going.
And then the
You
governors are becoming emperors. They were transmuting.
Yes.
Governors undergoing.
But BKO talked about the comment by the Anambra State governor. Can it be perceived as casting a doubt on Peter Obi's integrity here?
No, it's not integrity. Now, if he's saying that they should
Somebody's,
check someone's head,
But what do you make of the
Somebody's
comment?
mental health.
it's mental health that we are talking about. Too.
It's not integrity.
Don't garnish it. Too. It's saying that that person needs psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah.
That means he's saying whoever makes that kind of promise is mad. No, now. No, Professor Soludo, you can't go that far.
You can't go that far.
Against a distinguished Nigerian.
And your own brother.
You can say, and your brother from your state.
Absolutely.
You can say you don't believe him. That's not the sort of thing that I'll place a bet on. Because I've seen other Nigerians, even people more gentlemanly than him, refuse to honor budget. Power is by nature extremely sweet.
Yeah.
True.
I think it was President Tinubu who once said that, try your son with power, and you know what power is.
Osaraki will tell you the same thing.
And we've seen son send
Exactly.
papa, his father packing. It even happened, I think, in Qatar. Or this
Even in Kuala.
so power is sweet. When he gets there, he assumes all of those powers.
Possibilities.
The first set of people that I would deal with are the people who are insisting that I should do only for.
Okay. All right. GK, do you think Peter Obi is over-promising with this 4 years?
No, I think the people do not believe Peter Obi because of his antecedents.
Antecedent?
Yeah, because when he was in Abga,
He said he will never defect.
Oh, to the Ojukwu.
he said he was the narrator of the Ojukwu mandate. And that's going to make the party the Igbo party. But 3
He
months
said he will not
later,
leave the party.
And
He will
he
not leave
swore.
Abga.
Yeah,
Long,
promised-
short story.
on the grave of Ojukwu. And he left barely 3
He
months
didn't
later.
swear.
No, I made the promise.
Okay, but he made a
He's not
promise.
swearing.
No, I'm not, no, because
No,
I'm not sure. I
he
will.
didn't swear. He made the
But he
promise.
said he will
But
not
he
defect.
said-
Eh, let's
He made
leave
the
it at that.
Okay.
Before you are misquoted. Let's leave it. He said he will not defect.
He
Leave
said-
the grave
he
alone.
said, what he said clearly was the fact that he's going to make that party
Yes.
a party that the Igbos will be proud of.
He said he will not leave
will
the
not leave
party.
He will not leave the party.
He said he will not
So
leave.
based on that, he left
But
the
he
party.
left in the end.
So his antecedent.
So his antecedent does not support
Oh, okay.
that assertion.
So it's a big risk to believe now that if he says he will do 4 years, he will not discover that 4 years is not enough
It's only
to do this
48
work.
months.
Oh, okay.
4 years is 48 months.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, guys, you have seen for yourself what Mr. Reuben Abati had to say about this. You have also seen for yourself what BKO had to say about this, and of course, what GKB had to say about this. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section below.